empty gesture. Meghan and Harry's Sussex titles meaningless without royal family's HRH. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's retention of their Duke and Duchess of Sussex titles has been labelled an empty gesture by a royal family branding expert. Prince Harry and his wife stepped back from senior royal duties in March 2020, relocating to Meghan's home state of California in the US. They have been stripped of the ability to use the HRH title afforded to senior members of the firm, and since confirming they would not return to the royal family life, they have lost various other patronages and affiliations. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex continue to use this title in public life, although they have attracted criticism from both sides of the Atlantic for doing so. Cele Otnes, a professor of marketing specialising in how the royal family brands itself, told express.co.uk that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's continued use of their titles after Megxit highlights the confusion around their new branding. She commented, "I think it's kind of meaningless. If you're not involved in the royal family, and you can't use the HRH, and the Queen has said to you, fine, if you don't want to be involved, you're not involved. What does it mean? It's a nickname you give yourself." She raised the possibility that when Prince Harry's father, the Prince of Wales, takes the crown, the Duke and Duchess could lose these titles, as well as the HRH label. Plans for Prince Charles to institute a slimmed-down monarchy when he carves out the direction of his reign have long been speculated. Professor Otnes, co-author of Royal Fever, questioned, who knows if those titles will still be even accessible to them after Charles accedes. This further doubt over the identities Meghan and Harry pursue, she added, points to the whole ambiguity of the Sussex brand. Without the clarity of what the titles actually mean, behind merely possessing them, using them comes across as an empty gesture, she added. They get some superficial benefit from it. But if you aren't a royal highness, what does it mean? And if you've given up your property that you were given by the Queen, I don't even know what it means. Prince Harry has lost various military titles, including Captain General of the Royal Marines, whilst Meghan no longer represents causes such as the National Theatre, a prestigious honour now bestowed on Camilla, Duchess of Cornwall. They call John Wayne the Duke, that's what they call John Wayne. They called Elvis the King. Is this the level that we're on in terms of what these titles mean? Professor Otnes added there is a dimension to the Sussexes' retention of their titles, which they may not have considered that, in America, the hierarchy of titles within the royal family is not a piece of socially respected knowledge as it is in the UK. She said, Americans don't care about these titles because they're not in our social structure. We don't have the sort of reverence of these titles. We don't understand like, oh, right below that is this, and right above that is, that was always tied to the British court. Among the many bombshells dropped during Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's interview with Oprah Winfrey was the fact that the couple's children, Archie and Lilibet Mountbatten Windsor, would not be given the titles of Prince and Princess. Markle claimed that a certain convention had been changed upon Archie's birth to prevent her son from becoming a prince. Though Markle cited a convention, called the 1917 Letters Patent, in which the children and grandchildren of a monarch are given the title of prince or princess, Archie and Lilibet are great-grandchildren of Queen Elizabeth, meaning that they are not guaranteed a title such as prince or princess, CBS News reports. However, it is worth noting that Queen Elizabeth did give Prince William's children these titles, though this is likely because they are directly in the